Our thoughts and prayers go out to the families of all those affected by the tragic helicopter crash in which 9 beautiful souls perished, including Lakers legend Kobe Bryant and his daughter Gianna. His love for basketball taught us passion. His love for competition taught his opponents to love competing against him. His love for excellence gave us a mantra to live by, Mamba mentality. His love for being an artist and a storyteller gave him a blank canvas and a blank page, an open mic to succeed in everything that he set out to do. His love for hard work taught us that obstacles are meant to be conquered. And as Kobe said in his last tweet, we look to always, quote, move the game forward, and we will try to honor that here at NBA 2K. Coming up on NBA 2K TV, the dust has settled and we have our My Team finalists. We take you behind the scenes of the tournament, plus Bear to Beast and
well, you're right, D.A. It'll be scary. Thanks. And let's check out a breakdown. Looking at some stats for DeRozan.
And it's a nice month he's having. Something's got him motivated. He's become a much bigger contributor offensively. He's settled into the kind of groove that every player wants to get in.
Now the starting group for the visitors. DeRozan out there with Ibaka. Then there's Robertson. And it's LeBron James. And it's Robinson in at the 5. And for Boston, they've got Howard. Robert Covington out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Paul in at the point guard position. This end of the season awards already being debated. What did it mean to you when you were named All-NBA?
Well, it meant a lot, especially in my era, again, of playing against the best power forwards, I feel, in a group of all time. And so it meant a lot. There's only one power forward position, and so to be on that All-NBA team is something that's more special to me than being an all-star, because it's not about being the best 12 or 24. It's about being the best 5 in the league. And so those moments were always special, being named the first team NBA.
And like you said, you played in the golden era of the best players ever to play that position.
I tell you what, I think I played in the era where anyone that you would have picked in the power forward from the Western Conference, I couldn't have been upset at over myself, because everyone played in such a dominating fashion. Their teams were winning, and I knew personally how hard it was to guard these guys one-on-one.
Robertson can't hit. Giannis passes to Paul. LeBron with the block. And he's able to get it back. And Paul gets it to go in.
So crafty inside of me. Paul's been successful for many years at challenging the heart of your defense.
And the foul on Victor Oladipo. That is his first foul of the game.
A foul right off the bat. You hate to pick up your first one so quick.
Now, here's Robertson. Guarded by Oladipo. The pass to LeBron. LeBron is doubled. 6 to shoot. And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Boston with it. For Boston, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. Giannis passes to Howard. Robinson with the block. Here's Robertson. Oladipo with the block. Al Paul. He had 25 points in the win against Phoenix. Passes to Antetokounmpo. Inside. Robinson with the block. DeRozan surveying the D, and Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his first foul. LeBron passes to Ibaka. Kicks it out to LeBron, and they double up LeBron. And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. And so it's Boston with it. And here's Giannis. He'll bring it up for Boston. They come into this having outplayed Phoenix the last game.
Yeah, and with most of the arena against them, they just banded together and trusted one another to make the right play.
Well, the crowd didn't seem to faze them at all. They knew what their game plan was and followed it accordingly.
Here's DeRozan after the basket by Boston. Pass to LeBron. Lock at 6. Good. And it's DeRozan picking up the assist.
Powerful, yet effective. James has always done a lot of damage from the mid-range.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Oladipo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
So he gets them both. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Now, here's Robertson. T right on him. Pass to LeBron. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
There's almost no stopping LeBron. If he's allowed to get inside, he's too strong, too skilled.
Now the pass to Covington. The dish to Oladipo. From past the arc, it's good from long range. Oladipo's got 5 points so far.
Nice stroke from long range, and if he keeps getting those opportunities, he better take them.
Pass to Robertson. Back to James. Pass to Ibaka. And he uses the glass on the layup.
Oh, you gotta love the intelligence of James. He understands the game like few others. I mean, spots the open man with ease.
Oladipo dishes to Covington. Oladipo against DeRozan. It's Giannis with the drive. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh, Kevin, not a Petty, not a Manny, but a facial.
Oh, a bounce to the outs, Greg? Yeah, showing off the bunnies. Now, here's DeRozan. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Oh, I'm always surprised when it doesn't happen. I'm sure these two will have a good laugh about it later.
For Boston, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And they've been mediocre all season long, just about 72% from the line.
Shooting 2.
And the first one at the line is good. Oladipo hits them both. Here's Robertson. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Pass to James. Here's DeRozan. Rebound, Boston. Giannis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Oladipo. And finished off by Oladipo.
Yeah, they have gone full throttle from the opening tip, showing no signs of letting up.
Oh, man, they built a monster lead here early on, and a lot of this is due to the game plan.
Now, here's Robertson. Covington with it to the inside. Oladipo misses.
Playing him tough inside and preventing the layup, that'll get the whole team pumped up.
And it's James missing.
A little surprised he took the jump shot with nobody around him. He could have attacked the basket.
Some solid defense from Antetokounmpo.
Not the most productive quarter he'll ever have, but his shot selection's been a little bit dubious.
Back to Oladipo. The pass to Howard. 6 on the shot clock. Boston needs to get off a shot. Giannis has a 2-pointer. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Serge Ibaka picks one up there. The shoe culture becoming a bigger part of the game. Signature shoes, custom shoes, collections. P.J. Tucker with over 4,000 pairs of shoes. See, Webb, are you a collector?
I love it, and it's all because of the Jordan phenomenon, what Michael Jordan did for the game, not just with the shoe, but what he did for the game and making it be so cool in the culture. I got to give my boys in Michigan, I got to give us a little credit, too, with what we did there. But the shoe game has definitely become something that's just crazy out of control. I love it, but no, yeah, I'm a little bit of a collector.
Here is Paul, following the score by DeMar DeRozan. It's Oladipo on the wing. Wide open look. LeBron grabs the miss.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
And it's sent back by Howard. Here's Paul. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Paul's got his 2nd basket of the night.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And they just can't seem to get going offensively.
Yeah, they might be pressing a little. I mean, forcing some things. This is a good opportunity to calm everyone down.
So Boston going with almost an entire new group here. Merlin's Noel checks in for Howard. Iguodala comes in for Robert Covington. Malcolm Brogdon's checked in for Oladipo. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Paul. And it's DeRozan missing.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Well, that's why he's out there right now. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. LeBron is doubled. Passes it to LeVert. Oh, the lob to DeRozan. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here's Beverley. That one falls. Coming off Iguodala's feet. And Boston leads by 14.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Well, you think defensively that you try to pack in the lane. I mean, but then that opens up some opportunities for their shooters.
Yeah, the defender all over him.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from DeRozan. Boston leading by 12. Beverley feeling it out a bit. Pass to Brogdon. Shoots over LeVert. But they get it back. That's no good. Couldn't get his first shot to go. LeBron kicks to LeVert. Goes back up. And LeBron with the layup. LeBron's got 6.
Once again, the instincts of James, just phenomenal. I mean, he's phenomenal at being at the right place at the right time.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Kuzma pulls it in.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
For the 3. Rebound, Boston. Giannis has got 8 rebounds in this game. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Their play on both ends has been superb. We'll see if they can maintain the momentum.
Yeah, you got to be careful. It's still early. They've expended a lot of energy, but they've also built a nice cushion here.
Now, here's James. A 23-point game for him in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. And that one drops for him.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
LeVert against Brogdon. And it's Beverly atop the key. Here's Antetokounmpo, and Giannis throws it down.
Just phenomenal awareness by Beverly, just dishing the ball to the wide-open man easily.
James against Beverly. Pass to Biyombo. Back to James. And they double up James. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Kuzma. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Great hustle on the part of Kuzma, outworking everyone else on the glass and getting a nice reward for it. Well, Kev, for all his scoring talent, Kyle Kuzma, he wants to be more. I mean, he's working around out his game. He's growing as a defender, rebounder, and a playmaker.
Just 35% to start the game. And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That is his first foul of the game. Now, here's LeVert. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Shot clock at 6.
Yeah, really like the defensive focus and intensity at the start.
Here's Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Yeah, I mean, the ball handling and body control for a guy that's Giannis's height, it's really impressive.
See Webb last season, Kuzma making strides as a passer and as a defender.
Oh yeah, Kevin, that's because Rajon Rondo got him in the film room. Rondo! I mean, he improved his recognition, his rebounding, still an area to work on.
And I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen tonight. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively, turning into easy points.
The 3. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. .40 left here in the opening quarter. Beverly, the pass to Noel. Here's Giannis. It falls for his 7th bucket of the contest. He's 7 for 9.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Yeah. Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
Now, here's Biyombo. The wide open look here for DeRozan. Nailed from three-point land. DeRozan's got 7.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
1 second left. The shot will not fall. Giannis Antetokounmpo, he's feeling it tonight and has been the driving force for Boston. A lot of people admire Giannis Antetokounmpo, but who does he appreciate? LeBron James.
It's unbelievable how he has everything. He's fast, he's big, he can do everything. He can score the ball, he can pass the ball, but at the end of the day, he's really, really smart. He's one step ahead of us.
Elite in just about every category, Greg.
And certainly, a player for Giannis to study. He's a do-it-all superstar in his own right.
And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And what do you guys think about Boston here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
No question. It's been stifling thus far, preventing that offense from establishing any kind of rhythm.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the floor for Boston, Nerlens Noel is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Patrick Beverley. And there's Iguodala. And it's Brogdon in at the shooting guard position. Here's DeRozan. No good there, and that would have cut it to single digits. And Brogdon has got the ball here for Boston. At one point, they led by 16. Antetokounmpo, no good. And at 36% on the night, they've got to step it up offensively. LeBron passes to Biyombo, and Boston with the rebound.
And we saw how competitive and entertaining the season series was between these two terrific teams last year.
But it's always a marquee matchup on the schedule. I think it's going to be another fun set of games between them this year.
6 on the shot clock. Bounce pass, Antetokounmpo. Here's Noel. And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Howard's checked in for Nerlens Noel. Robert Covington comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Paul in for Patrick Beverley. Gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Covington against DeRozan. 13 feet away. Jump shot is good. DeRozan's got his third bucket of the night.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
It's a lazy effort. Let's just be honest. Hoping the shooter misses, that doesn't constitute defense.
Giannis against Ibaka. Here's Giannis. The rebound by Ibaka. Gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Kuzma. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Antetokounmpo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
Just insane length and leaping ability. Ibaka can reject shots from anywhere on the floor.
His offense has been non-existent tonight. It's really hurting him.
Over in the corner, Paul. Boston, no good that time either. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Trying to get open is Kuzma. DeRozan gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And now, the first timeout called here for Boston. And we've seen stars, Chris, get suspended in the playoffs for having 7 technical fouls. Should we modify that rule at all, do you think?
I think it can be tweaked if everyone agrees on it. But for me personally, I don't think that we've had enough superstar players get suspended with that rule to say let's change the number. We definitely want superstar players to play in the playoffs, to play for their fans. But we also want to keep the integrity of the game. And if technicals means I get to yell at the referee more, well, then maybe I just have to have more discipline on my end and say, wait a minute, I can't do this because it's going to hurt the team. So I'm not sure about that yet.
Ibaka against Antetokounmpo, trying to end the drought.
I love the defensive tenacity. James showing real hustle and energy on this end of the floor.
Now, here's Robertson, guarded by Oladipo. DeRozan against Covington. And Covington sends it back. Giannis kicks to Oladipo. Boston again missing. Gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Robertson finds Ibaka. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Here's Oladipo. Lays it up and banks it in. Oladipo's got 11.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Yeah, because it's so hard to prevent transition scores. Whenever you get an opportunity to get out and run, you take it.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around him.
The pass to Howard. Knocked loose, and that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession. Now we have a moment to look at how the blocks have been stacking up over the past several months for Robinson.
He has become all kinds of mean at the defensive end. His blocks have come way up these past few months, and that tells you about the kind of intensity and drive he's been playing with.
Gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told.
Beautiful job closing the gap here. Let's see if they can sustain this run.
It's not going to be easy, but they've come this far. I mean, they're right here.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of them.
Ball against LeBron. Great D that time from Howard. Boston leading by 7. Shoots it. And there's Oladipo on the assist from Antetokounmpo. 13 points for Victor Oladipo. Gone 5 of 11 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. They get a hand on it. Covington with the steal. Here's Oladipo, and he converts the layup. And it's an 11-point Boston lead. Putting it up around 45% from the field in the second quarter. James against Paul. Here's the floater. And the rejection by Giannis. On the wing, Robertson. Defended by Covington. Another shot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. And that one falls for Robinson. Two-time NBA champion Michael Thompson says the arm muscles, Chris, on today's players don't measure up with what they used to be. Is that even important?
You know what? He's right, but I don't know how important that is unless, you just want to bring the gun show to the games and then pull out the arms and the curls and say, check out these muscles. But now I think, it's a lot different. And make no mistake, even though that is a true comment, the players of today are much more athletic than his day and my day. And I think that's because of technology. They understand core strength. They understand dieting. They understand rest. So many, they're privy to so much information that we didn't have. But no more curls. It doesn't seem like there are any more Karl Malone 24-inch pythons, brother, out there in any of these games.
Clock at 6. James, the pass to Ibaka. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. On its way from Oladipo for 2. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 5 assists in the game. And timeout called by Nick Nurse.
Well, it's been an express lane to the rim. Coach can't be happy about that.
4 rotations. I mean, slow help and just not enough toughness on the interior. They've got a lot to talk about.
All right, a moment to check out stats for Oladipo. The last 10 games, he has been on a heck of a run. He's averaging about 19 points per, 5 assists, and 5 rebounds. And the phrase stats don't lie absolutely applies here. He's been a monster on the court for this team.
He's oozing with confidence. And it shows. Every time he steps on the floor, he expects to dominate.
Covington with the bucket.
Can't be too far off Covington. He's skilled at sizing up the defense and firing once he gets it.
Paul against James. The tray. Drills it from outside. James has got 7 points for the quarter.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
Paul looking over the floor. Over LeBron. Paul can't get it to go.
And smothered him on that mid-range attempt.
Well, that's how you play it. He does a good job of getting into the shooter's airspace.
DeRozan against Paul. And it's sent back by Howard.
No trespassing. Howard patrolling the defensive end.
LeVert's checked in for DeMar DeRozan. The visitors with the ball. They trail by 11.
Now, whether he's driving, posting up, or firing from deep, you know LeBron has it all. He's been a fantastic evening for him.
Paul kicks to Giannis. Oladipo outside. Here's the lob into Kumbo. And it goes out of bounds. That went off Robinson. Now that we have a second, take a look at the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers over the last 10 games.
Yeah, both of these teams of late forcing turnovers and converting them into offense at the other end.
Stolen by Robinson. Passes it to Robertson. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
And to Kumbo. Second shot opportunity, and he lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got 19 points.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Knocked away and taken away by Paul. Lays it in off the breakaway. And now it's an 11-point Boston lead.
And that's all started by Paul's anticipation. He creates the turnover, then jump starts them in transition.
And they double up LeBron. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some time.
Some changes for Boston. Noel comes in for Dwight Howard. And it's Patrick Beverley in for Chris Paul. Deflects the pass. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And now look at Boston's upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be facing Drew Holiday and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Monday, the Chicago Bulls come into town, tipping off a homestand for them.
And that game against the Hawks, this is one where it would take a complete meltdown for them not to come away with the win. Anything can happen, but I'd be shocked if they don't come out on top.
And Oladipo kicks to Covington. And it's off from three-point range. LeVert against Covington. And here's LeVert. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Shot clock at 5. Off target from outside. And so Beverly will bring it up for Boston. At one point, they led by 16.
Oh, man, challenging the defense inside with the pass. That's just good ball movement.
You played for a lot of different coaches in your career, Chris. I'm sure you saw characteristics that you like in a head coach with all the different people you played for.
Yeah, definitely. You definitely want coaches that challenge you, that want to make you better, that helps with the team chemistry. But I would say, number one, you want a coach that understands they are such a good coach that their job is to infuse you with as much information during practice, and then come game time, they trust you to go out and do your thing. They don't micromanage during the big games. They say, wait a minute, we put in enough practice time, you know what we should do, now go out there and execute. The ones that trust you, you gotta love.
Right. Pass to Noel. Back to Beverly. Over LeBron. No good from the wing.
And we haven't seen them be quite as aggressive driving the basketball, settling far too much for jumpers.
Back to LeVert to halt the run. Rebound Boston. Giannis has got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Count that one.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
Oh, I do too, Greg. You have to go to your best scorers. I mean, it's a smart strategy, and so far, it's paying off in this game.
And the foul called on Bismack Biyombo. That is his first foul of the game. Boston leading by 16. Giannis drives in. And the dunk by Giannis.
Nice there, getting the reverse. Love that. And the fans got a little bit of a show there.
Guys, that one definitely had a little something extra on it. Here's Biyombo. Whistle blows, bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a three-point play.
They did a better job of getting it inside in that first. They lost some of that physical edge here.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight. The free throw drops for Biyombo. Boston shooting 44% from the field in the second. Beverly dishes to Noel. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Talk about execution on the offensive end. They're leaving nothing on the table right now.
Absolutely relentless. They're in the flow and riding that wave for as long as they can.
It's thrown by Antetokounmpo. And now here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
Way ahead of the field. He can do pretty much whatever he wants.
Yeah, and defensively, you'd like to see a greater effort to change ends.
LeBron passes to Ibaka. Biyombo up top. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Pass to Kuzma. And yes, it's good.
Takes some strength to finish through that kind of contact, and Kuzma's definitely put in his share of work in the weight room.
Here's Beverly. And so it's Boston, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their defense has been active and effective. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks a lot. Andre, how have you guys...
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and a tremendous game we're seeing from Giannis Antetokounmpo. He ended up with 28 points, 2 block shots, and 5 steals. He's been in the midst of some incredible games lately, and tonight he's got it going again. How about you, Kenny? What did you think about this home team? Thanks for joining us, folks. We're now just a few minutes away from the start of the third quarter.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Well, with the double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
Yeah, it could be one of those epic games, but we still have a long way to go.
And on the floor for Nick Nurse as we get into the second half. LeBron James is out there with Andre Robertson. Then it's Ibaka, then it's Robinson, and it's DeRozan in at the 3 spot. Here's Paul, and the rejection by LeBron.
Oh, love watching James dominate on defense. An impressive rejection artist.
And Robinson throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. The shot's good. Antetokounmpo's got 30 points.
Listen, you can count on Paul to find the open man. His court awareness simply off the charts.
Here's DeRozan, the feed to Ibaka. Good D by Covington.
And he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoiding fouling and got in the perfect position to alter the shot.
You can see the evolution of Giannis as a passer. He's gotten good at thinking for himself and his teammates.
DeRozan against Covington. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. That's on Dwight Howard. That's good from DeRozan. That misses, so he splits the free throws. Boston leading by 18. Down low. And the dunk by Giannis.
I like how Paul is always looking to dish the ball. I mean, he has a pass-first mentality.
Gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half.
Yeah, and the one thing that amazes me about Chris Paul is his awareness on the court. He knows exactly what is going on and what to watch for on each trip down the court.
And he's been passive today, but maybe that's what he needs to get him going, because for them to be successful, he's got to be a little more selfish.
Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
They've hardly needed anyone else today to get out to this lead. I mean, he's provided almost all of their offense.
And with Paul, he's one of the most heads-up players in the game.
Oh, and personally, Kev, I would love to have played with a guy like Paul, who's always 100% focused on the game. Paul can rub some players the wrong way, but he's the closest thing to having a coach on the floor in the NBA.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
James against Paul. And there's the pass to Robertson. On the wing, DeRozan. And that's going to be a travel.
And with the break here, let's look at the stats for Chris Paul. 6th in assists, and he's a defensive ball hawk. You can't let your guard down. Remember, he's 10th in the league in steals per game.
And his floor awareness is undeniable. As you pointed out, top 10 in assists, and he's great at drawing the defense and making the perfect pass in stride.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, the results are clear as day. Great approach coming into the third quarter. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Robinson misses. Here's Boston now. They're on a 12-3 run. Covington wide open. He fires. No good on the 3. Gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Knocks it loose. And Chris Paul picks up the foul. That's his third foul of the game. Paul against James. 6 to shoot. 18 feet out. And the basket by DeRozan. DeRozan's got 14 points for the game. Boston leading by 22. Antetokounmpo finds Oladipo. And here is Howard. Nice ball movement by Boston. And the dunk by Giannis.
Oh, improving his floor awareness. Howard has a decent sense for when his guys are open.
Gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Passes it to Robertson. Shot clock at 6. Outside DeRozan. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. DeRozan's got 6 in the quarter.
That gives him 2 3-pointers for the game, 1 in each half. I mean, he may add to that total pretty soon.
Ball against James. Pass to Antetokounmpo. To the middle. Here's Howard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I love watching Howard still doing his thing out there. A nightly double-double threat.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Not the best statistic for him in terms of his performance at the line. Very low numbers.
The first free throw is good. Howard hits them both. Here's James. 15 points in the game. To the paint. Here's Ibaka. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. LeBron's got his 6th assist on the night.
And offensively, Ibaka's been spending more time out on the perimeter, but watching him work inside there, you realize that may still be his bread and butter.
Howard kicks to Giannis. Pass to Paul. 5 on the clock. Pulls up. Boston. No good that time either.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. And here we have a rundown of the players you don't want on you when you're putting up a shot. The leaders in blocks over the last month. 5th on the list, Serge Ibaka.
And guys, as the month has unfolded, his interior defense has gotten better and better.
Paul dishes to Antetokounmpo. And the pass to Oladipo. Back to Antetokounmpo. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
This is his 3rd trip to the free throw line in the game.
Did he lay an egg at the stripe in their previous game? Couldn't get anything to drop.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Noel's checked in for Howard. Iguodala comes in for Robert Covington. And Brogdon subbed in for Victor Oladipo. Both shots good from the stripe.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
And timeout called by Nick Nurse. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
He's running wild. They had to call a timeout just to take away at least some of his momentum.
Kuzma kicks to LeVert. Pass to James. Clock at 6. The shot missing. Good D by Giannis. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Boston. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And with Andre Iguodala, he doesn't give you 20 points tonight like he once did, Greg, but he still shows up when you need him.
Iggy can still hit the switch, so to speak, and go back to his all-star level of play for stretches. I mean, the numbers don't jump out at you, but he is so valuable during big games, particularly in the postseason.
The first one falls.
Oh, he turns it up. And though Iguodala has become a long-range shooting threat, he still managed to struggle from the line.
And Iguodala drops them both. So it's the visitors now. They'll be playing host to Chicago for their next game. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. DeRozan with it. And it's Iguodala picking him up. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And the first one drops. Patrick Beverly, he's checked in for Chris Paul. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Boston leading by 23. Now Beverly to the inside. And Iguodala with the basket, the assist by Beverly. Beverly's got 3 assists tonight.
Oh, man, the long arms of Iguodala, such an asset, converting around the painted area.
From 12 feet out, here's Biyombo. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Biyombo. Boston making a switch here. Oladipo's checked in. No good on the second free throw. For Boston, they've gotten 8 of their 11 shots to drop since the break. A great third quarter for them offensively.
Oh, and with the fast eyes, Iguodala finding the open man.
Gone just a bit under 50% from the field since halftime. 5 out of 11. James, the bounce pass. Here's DeRozan, and the officials call a traveling violation.
And let's check out stats for James. Unbelievable play for him over the last month. 3rd in assists. And don't forget, top 5 in the league in points per game. He's a premier offensive threat, night in and night out.
And as you mentioned, top 3 in assists right now. He does a great job of running the offense, spotting the open guy, and making the sound delivery. Here's Brogdon. Here's Noel. Biyombo with the block. They retain possession. Oladipo against LeBron. DeRozan. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. This will make 4 trips to the line so far in the game.
You know, when you look at his numbers this season, he's had a respectable number, 77%.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And that free throw good from DeRozan. And he makes both free throws.
A good sign that he's getting to the line a lot here in the second half, putting pressure on the deep.
Brogdon the pass to Noel. Floats it up for Giannis. A flawless finish on the alley-oop.
Oh, just a picture-perfect alley-oop. You gotta love that one, Kevin.
A little surprised, Greg. He didn't go for the big slam, but it works just the same. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. And growing up, Chris, LeBron James always looked up to Michael Jordan, following in his footsteps. And like his idol, LeBron having success in the movies as well.
No one better to take that starring role. I mean, blockbusters, comedies. When his playing days are done, LeBron will continue to entertain.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he can't get the first one.
As well as he's carried himself over the years, I'm amazed by the negativity about LeBron James. I mean, all he's done is 8 straight trips to the finals. Sometimes being on top makes you a target.
So he can't get either to fall. Chris, you think about what LeBron's accomplished, not just on the, his activism, his business acumen.
Yeah, shut up and dribble. That's what people want him to do, Kevin, but he's not listening. Thank God for that. It's about his power. It threatens some people. For whatever reason, they love to knock you down a peg.
That free throw good from Oladipo. Here's LeBron. He's got 15. Kuzma outside. Back to James. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Brogdon. Rebound Boston. 3 on 3. Fires the 3. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis. Giannis has got his 8th assist here tonight.
Well-rounded effort, and they show no signs of letting up.
Yeah, and it hasn't just been the offensive output. They're putting in the work at the defensive end as well.
And the foul called on Antetokounmpo. That will get him his 4th foul of the game, and due to the bonus, we will head to the line for 2.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Biyombo. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Boston. The shot by Brogdon wide open. And again, it's Boston converting.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
It's DeRozan with the drive. Here's Antetokounmpo, and the dunk by Giannis.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
And good that time. They are in complete control.
This is the ultimate definition of the zone. Everything they've done has worked.
Noel finds Brogdon. And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
Yeah, you can clearly see which offense is better right now. We'll see if that continues the rest of the way.
Some high-scoring teams in the NBA. Let's see the leaders.
And how about the year they've had offensively? This is a team that can put points on the board in a hurry. Always fun to watch them play.
Shooting 2.
And he knocks down the first one. Rajon Rondo's checked in for James. DeMar DeRozan hits them both. Well, they're really making a point of keeping the ball moving around.
That's the key. The D can't focus on one player, and no matter what anybody tells you, that ball will always move quicker than the defender.
Brogdon outside. 4 on the shot clock. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. Brogdon's got 13 points.
He's getting hotter the deeper we get into this game. I mean, he didn't give them much of anything in the first half.
Pass to Kuzma. 1:05 left in the third. LeVert with a wide open look. No good from outside.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass has been porous, and that's got to change.
Brogdon finds Iguodala. That one goes. Count it. 6 points for him.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half, sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Pass to Levert. From deep three-point range, the shot by Rondo is no good.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Oh, trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Here's DeRozan. Off target from three-point range. And so it's Boston with a huge 37-point lead to end the quarter. From the field, they have been outstanding, amazing shooting. That's what has them headed to a blowout. We come back right after this. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today, the big fella here with the sweetest of dimes. What a plus it is to have a post player who's got this ability to find.
Makes it a tough play to defend because you also have to guard against him taking it himself.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. We've got Williams. Jackson is out there with Langford. And there's Iguodala. And it's Noel in at the 5 spot. That's the Boston 5.
Every team looking to get easy ones in transition.
Greg, that's about as a high percentage a look as you're going to get. Running the floor beautifully.
The baseline J. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 5 rebounds tonight. Rondo looking around. There's the pass to Biyombo. Wesley Matthews on the wing. Over Langford. Biyombo, the pass to Kuzma. Matthews with it. Kuzma outside. From deep. He can't get that one to fall. Now Boston takes it the other way. Jackson down low. He's covered by Rondo. Jackson, that's good.
And they're leaning on the mid-range right now. That's 6 of their last 10 from that area. They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Matthews against Williams. The fadeaway, and Kuzma gets it to go on the assist by Rondo. 6 points for Kyle Kuzma. Boston shooting has been outstanding in this game at 58%. Langford dishes to Noel. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. Winslow wide open. He fires, and the 3-ball is good. Winslow's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Passes it to Noel. We're in the 4th quarter here, just under 2.5 minutes gone. Kept alive. Here's Iguodala, and he lays it straight in.
Oh, yeah, that's called getting the most of every opportunity. Iguodala scoring off the screen.
Gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Now here's Rondo. Here's Kuzma. That one off the back iron and out.
If he was shooting even a little bit better, the story of this game would be a lot different.
Here's Iguodala. Kuzma pulls it in. Over in the corner, Matthews. Here's Biyombo. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
There's that passion of his, battling with every ounce of energy he has.
And here's Langford. Here's Jackson. That's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got 9 rebounds in the game, getting it done. Langford with the steal. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the 4th quarter. Back to Jackson. Over Rondo. They get the rebound. Noel. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, and it's inexcusable. But all too common. Basketball one-on-one. When the shot goes up, put a body on someone.
Here's Rondo. Clock at 4. Pass to Winslow. Over Iguodala. Winslow's shot is off. Boston shooting a paltry 33% in the fourth. Not a good showing for this offense. Here's Jackson. Yes, that goes in.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Winslow against Iguodala. Now Winslow. Pass to Matthews. Lets a floater go, and the layup is good. Matthews has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Here's Jackson, and it's Boston with another.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Rondo with it. The pass to Biyombo. Now here's Matthews. Passes to Kuzma. Langford with the steal. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Jackson's got the ball.
Oh, man, and Jackson is just incredibly fast in transition. It's just the defense's worst nightmare when he's leaking out in the open floor.
Rondo, bounce pass. Shot left block. And Matthews gets it to go in on the assist by Rondo. Rondo's got 3 assists in the game. Jackson passes to Noel. Chris, the other day, Adam Silver has been talking about how the All-Star game, that system, is not working. He's been proactive in considering alternatives. What do you think?
Well, I love what he's done already. Let's think about the All-Star game in 2019. Letting guys pick their players like old school on the park. I mean, that adds a little bit of ego, and that's what you want because we want competition. We want guys that like each other, don't like each other, that are playing against each other, that we're in the finals against each other. We want all that competition, all that mental game that goes into it. And so I love the fact that he's outspoken, that he's definitely ahead of the problem. But I think he did a great job by letting players pick their teammates because that already causes a little in-team drama that we'll see play out on the floor with how hard guys are playing.
And positionless basketball, all the rage, and Kyle Kuzma really fits that mold. Is he a 3? Is he a 4? I don't know, but he gets buckets.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Hero comes in for Andre Iguodala, and it's Patrick Beverley in for Reggie Jackson. And very light-footed is Kuzma. Moves well for his size.
You know, kind of a tweener in terms of build, but he has the ability to light up that scoreboard, something every team can use.
Here's Langford, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Kyle Kuzma picks one up.
Like the edge Langford plays with. He enjoys taking on defenders and trying to finish through the contact. And I just watched Romeo Langford. And, guys, he looks the part in every way. Big, smooth, great change of direction, and he can flat out score.
First one falls for him. And talking about Langford's ability to put up points, he has that popular step-back jumper, Greg, that's so difficult to defend.
Yeah, and you immediately think of James Harden, but a lot of guys use that step back. The one thing Langford does well, he gets to the rim where he can use all that length.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. And the NBA is seeming to be at the crossroads of sports and fashion and crisp music. Do you think it's always been this interwoven?
Oh, Kevin, please. You see the outfits they're wearing now? Now I got to be like the old footy belly, the old guy. Oh, my goodness. Guys are basically coming into the game like, did you turn on the lights before you got dressed in your closet? I mean, I know it's fashion. I'm not speaking about any one guy, but wow. I'm telling you, they've taken fashion to another level. And even though I joke about it, it's always fun anticipating what type of outfit I want to see guys walk in. Especially, I mean, come on. I love their games, and then I look and I say, wow. They have to be confident on the court because they wore that to the game today. They're confident in life all around.
Overall, right. Here's Beverly. Now the dish to Noel. Williams passes to Hero. And Langford has it in the corner. Just 5 to shoot. There's the 3. And Winslow pulls it down.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
And Kennard came into the league viewed mostly as a shooter, but he's been able to provide much more than that.
I mean, better than you think when he puts the ball on the floor. Learning how to lean into defenders and step back to open up the shot is a better playmaker than he gets credit for, and we should see him take on a larger role as he develops.
First free throw is good. That's also good, so he hits both free throws. Chris, last season, the Thunder became the final NBA team to reach an agreement for jersey sponsorships. Have you gotten used to seeing those patches on the various jerseys around the league?
You know what, Kevin? I have. And they're not as intrusive as I thought.
Me too.
Man,
I agree.
Yeah, I was so scared of this. I thought it was going to ugly up the jerseys and be bigger than the team logo and things like that. But you know how great this league is when it comes to getting messages out to their fans and promotion. And so we've done a wonderful job. And actually, I really, really like how they fit the jersey, how the colors matches, and the history of the company, actually. So, no, I think they've done a great job kind of just making sure it just slides in there, not taking away the shine from the team.
Boston with the ball. Nice ball movement by Boston. Here's Langford.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop. And he'll be happy that they're in front. But he knows better than anyone else that he's still without a bucket, and he won't be happy with that.
And the slithery agility of Ibaka. Not many guys can go up with him to stop the catch and dunk.
Now, here's Langford. He's tightly guarded.
And he's been a force on the glass all game long.
He's played with a doggedness, a determination. That's how you end up with double-digit boards.
Pass to Kennard. Ibaka outside. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so Beverly will bring it up for Boston. And they turn it over. Stepped in the line that time. Reggie Jackson's checked in for Boston. And here's Rondo. Pass to Biyombo. He kicks to Winslow. Chris, it seems like some teams have been in rebuild mode for a long time. Is there a point at which the league should step in and maybe, I don't know, take over or give them guidance?
You know, I really do. And not because it's necessarily the fault of the team, because, it's tough to win a championship. But to be a perennial bottom dweller, basement dweller, it's not good for the fans. And fans like myself, every year comes the first game, we think, hey, we could win a championship, we could do it. But, you know, our thought process is not based in knowledge. It's just based in our hope and will for the team. So you definitely want to keep teams straight. You want to keep them honest. And I think the league could find a way to step in but not step on the toes of ownership.
Baseline try, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. There's 1:40 left in the fourth quarter of this one. The pass to Noel. Out to the right wing. Now, here's Langford. Covered by Winslow, and that one good.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Boston.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And I think a great job in positioning themselves for the W here. It's win number 21 on the season. The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Giannis.
Well, the biggest impact he had was with his on-the-ball defense. Such quick hands. His steals added up to a lot of extra possessions.
Here's Jackson. The rebound by Ibaka. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Kennard, the pass to Winslow. Kicks it to Biyombo. There's 14 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Kennard. Rebound, Boston. Now Jackson. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Victor. You've been really playing well on offense of late. What's going right for you at that end of the floor?
Patience, man. Experience, belief, faith, all the above, man. Just coming out here working on my game. I'm just going to continue to keep growing, continue to keep staying close to my teammates, continue to keep working hard, continue to keep getting better.
That is it.
All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
welcome to this week's episode of NBA 2K TV.
First up, we have our My Team Unlimited finalists.
Yes, and after last Saturday's tournament, we now know who the 2 players are who are going to be competing for that $250,000 prize.
That's going to be nice for one of those players. But before we meet them, let's take a look at a recap of how it all went down. The My Team Unlimited tournament lived up to the hype, as 32 players battled it out in hopes of winning a trip to All-Star Weekend and a chance at $250,000. And it didn't take long to get exciting. In an early matchup, we saw...
Hi, and welcome, everyone, here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan along courtside with Brent Barry and Greg Anthony. We've got David Aldridge on our sideline. DA, take it away.
Well, guys, for all of the stars...
Yeah, and he has their confidence. David, thank you. And here's a look at some numbers for Leonard.
He stepped up his game on the glass big time this month. His numbers are outstanding, but even if the numbers weren't there, his activity in the paint has been incredible. His hard work is paying off, and they want more of the same from that young man.
Let's check out Vancouver's starting lineup. They've got Drummond. Thompson is out there with Morant. Then there's Cauley Stein, and it's Middleton in at the 3 spot. And for Vancouver, we've got Steph Curry, Plumlee out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Kawhi Leonard, and it's Beal in at the 2 spot. With the playoffs around the corner, Brent, some teams already making vacation plans. Talk about the disappointment that those kinds of teams are feeling right now.
Yeah, you start the beginning of training camp with ideas of wanting to play into the postseason, and you know the realization of that goal is not going to be met. And what you want to do is remember your opportunity as a player, Kevin, to go out and still compete. You might not be back with the team that you're playing the end of the season with, the last 10 games. Maybe you're somewhere else. But there are teams, as we've always said, still watching you. And so don't ever get away from the idea of the competition as the season winds down.
They always say the eye in the sky doesn't lie. Everything is on tape, right? I mean,
yeah, and they are assessing how it is that you approach that, because you show your stripes when things are not going well. What kind of character do you have?
And here's Plumlee. Following John Morant's 3. Clock is at 3. Plumlee finds Curry. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Middleton on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Thompson looking for an opening. Kawhi Leonard with the rebound.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Outside for Beal. Over Drummond. And it hung on the rim, but wouldn't fall for him. Thompson against Beal. And it's sent back by Plumlee.
Showing good shot blocking skills at times. Plumlee gets... It looks like an orange in his hand, and Kawhi tenacious to the rim with that finish.
Morant kicks to Drummond. Pass to Thompson. Here's Middleton. He's covered by Beal. Middleton can't get it to go. For Vancouver, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Here's Beal. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Don't want to be careless around Cauley Stein. That's when he rises up and blocks shots away.
And it's sent back by Leonard.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. Thompson with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Thompson dishes to Morant. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Morant's got 5.
Yeah, some situational awareness there from Klay Thompson. He understands the offense. He understands where the cutters are, and he finds them.
Leonard, no luck.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Poked away. Now here's Morant, guarded by Curry. And he banks in the layup. He's got 7.
You know, we talk so much about Morant's athleticism, but his feel for the game equally as effective.
Now here's Beal. He had 19 points in the win against Dallas. Middleton against Leonard. Unloads from 13. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Now, the offense sort of works itself out to a lot of mid-range shots, and Kawhi getting dangerous from that spot.
Thompson outside. Here's Drummond, and there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Now, that's the kind of passing right there that makes a difference, not just in that possession, but maybe on your play for the entire game.
Now here's Plumlee. No points in the game yet for him. Curry fires from way outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Steph, such an ideal pick-and-roll guy. The threat of the long ball always there. So whether he's shooting or passing, the defense has a hard time keeping up.
Here's Thompson. Game against Oklahoma City. Very impressive. They get it back. And that's good. A nice job on the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
There's Beal with the 3, and again it's Vancouver with the 3.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
For Vancouver, they've gotten 5 of 10 shots to drop in this game so far. Right at the 50% mark. Here's Cauley-Stein. He's coming off a 16-point game against Oklahoma City.
Yeah, but there's always this point, Kevin. You got to look at where did he also impact the game. It was on the rebounding end of the floor. A tremendous performance there.
Plumlee, no luck that time on the shot that would have put them on top.
Just doing the job on the backboard.
Since taking over the starting role in 2018, Willie Cauley-Stein has lived up to his draft spot of being number 6 for Hague overall in 2015.
And you knew that a big man like Cauley-Stein would take a few years to develop, but at a legit 7 feet and great length, he is everything you could hope for in a starting center.
Now here's Beal, following the miss by John Morant. Here's Plumlee, and the rejection by Cauley-Stein. On the wing, Thompson. He's covered by Beal. Now, Cauley-Stein. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And Drummond is right there.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Now here's Curry. Defense is right there. Outside Leonard. And again, it's Vancouver missing. Vancouver leading by 3. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Morant.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
Passes it to Plumlee. And here's Leonard. He had 28 points in the win against Dallas.
And he didn't take any plays off at the defensive end. I mean, he wound up with 4 steals on the night.
The shot by Middleton, wide open. Here's Cauley-Stein. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
It'll be Vancouver with their first time out of the game here. They're getting their first look of the season at Vancouver in this one.
It's not often we get to see this matchup, but it is a doozy when we do. Just 2 powerhouse teams facing off.
Well, if I had a calendar, I would have circled this one. But I love it when they get together. Last year, they split the 2 games between them, and I'll bet their battles are just as tightly contested this year.
And Vancouver with some changes. Pirtle, he's checked in for Plumlee. Williams comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Green in for Bradley Beal. So Vancouver going with almost an entire new group here. Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Willie Cauley-Stein. Anthony comes in for Chris Middleton. Hardaway's checked in for Klay Thompson. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Morant. And it's good for 2.
How about that move? Is this guy special or what? Just love watching him operate inside.
Rubio, the pass to Drummond. Outside Griffin. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Faster pace now, Brent, in the NBA. This has become an endurance sport, and well-conditioned athletes are a must.
Obviously, Kevin, over the past couple seasons, the pace has picked back up. It's very reminiscent of the early 80s when you had the Lakers running, the Denver Nuggets running.
Yes.
You have these teams that are just flying up and down the floor. So as a fan, I think it's a wonderful opportunity, especially the closer you can sit, to watch a Russell Westbrook, to watch a Paul George, to see a Giannis get up and down the floor with such fluidity and grace and skill set. So the game opening up has also opened the eyes to the fans about just how great the athleticism of NBA players is.
He hits the second from the line.
There's some unique qualities to the play of Blake Griffin, a big with incredible handles and passing skills who can still throw it down.
Now here's Curry. 5 points in the game. Pass to Pirtle. And there's the pass to Williams. And closing the shot, even with the foul. Now the 2 free throws. It's going to be on Blake Griffin.
And the energy of Williams, it's infectious. Amazing at using it to block shots, rebound, score, whatever they ask of him.
Vancouver shooting their first free throws of the game.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
No good on the free throw. He's off on the second. And here's Griffin. He'll bring it up for Vancouver. 6-point lead. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
So many different offenses that Tim Hardaway Jr. has played in, but he's trying to improve in his on-court awareness. A good show of it there.
Now here's Curry. What a tremendous game he played against Dallas. Over Rubio. Curry, good. Curry's got 7 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
Drummond with it. 11 points for him in that last game against Oklahoma City.
And he also controlled the boards. He just seemed to be in the right position every time the ball came off the rim. And Blake Griffin, once again, an opportunity to show us his bounce, a dangerous player when he skies up for the alley-oop.
And out of bounds is Vancouver gains possession.
A moment here now to see the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. His last 10 games have been exceptional. 13th in scoring, and he's among the top 20 free throw shooters in the league. Doesn't waste many opportunities at the line.
And yeah, one of the most dangerous scorers in the game. He's already come up big in some key games this year. His teammates really feed off his presence, I think.
When you find yourself up double digits in the first quarter, you know you're doing something right.
Well, dominant so far, that's the responsibility of the starters. Now let's see if everybody else who plays in this game makes the same kind of high-level contributions.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Vancouver leading by 6. And Rubio kicks to Griffin. Deep 2 from Anthony, and there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Yeah, off to a strong start here early. 6 points off second chance buckets.
Here's Curry. Nice spin off the left rim and in. He's got 9.
If you're the D, you cannot let Curry do that to you, using that handle to get where he wants to go on the floor.
Here's Griffin. And Pirtle sends it back.
And on the glass so far, it hasn't even been close.
And he gets it to go. And that's 11 points for Steph Curry.
This is a one-man show right now. He's on a mission to get him out of this hole.
Rubio dishes to Drummond. He kicks it to Carmelo. Outside Griffin. Solid as a rock from 20 feet away. Griffin's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
Already, they've piled up 8 second chance points.
Curry against Hardaway. Outside Leonard. Feeds it to Williams. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior, 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
Poked loose. Rubio against Curry. Rubio the pass to Hardaway. Here's Griffin. Drummond trying to get himself free. That shot by Griffin, no good. Oh, Leonard in position. And here they come. 5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock.
Hardaway Jr., a great athlete, spotted a seam there and just attacked the defense.
It's his first trip to the line. That free throw good from Hardaway. Vancouver making a switch here. Gasol's checked in. Hardaway hits them both.
A fearless shooter and a remarkable dunker. Tim Hardaway Jr. is such a valuable rotation guy that you just want to have consistent effort from. And I think he's reaching that level now.
Punch, counter punch. Impressive offensive production early on.
Who's going to miss first? Every time one team scores, the other team right back at you.
And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Hard not to like Blake Griffin when he's doing things like that, looking to throw it down every time around the rim.
Blake Griffin getting it done for Vancouver. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. Steph Curry talks about the visual drills he does to help his playmaking in the NBA.
It's a cognitive and neurological.
The improvement he's made, Greg, in his ball handling has really unlocked his game.
I mean, able to keep his head up as he attacks off the dribble, read the defense, and drills like that can only help.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Vancouver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And Vancouver, looking at who they've got. They've got Pirtle. Williams is out there with Kawhi Leonard. And it's Green, and it's Curry in at the point guard position. Now, here's Curry. From 12 feet out, here's Pirtle. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Yeah, these defenders just look a bit overmatched, especially inside.
Vancouver working the ball around now. Gasol dishes to Griffin. Williams with the block.
The amazing thing about Williams, yeah, he can block shots inside, but he can also block shots out on the perimeter. His ability to play in space means he's more than just a rim protector. Doesn't care where you're shooting from. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way. No roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Beal's checked in for Danny Green. Vancouver also changing it up. Chris Middleton's checked in for Anthony. Klay Thompson comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. And it's Morant in for Ricky Rubio. Now here's Morant. He has 7. Now here's Gasol. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
Nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
Outside Curry. Takes the 3. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
Yeah, these defenders had better start closing down on shooters.
For Vancouver, they've gone 0-4 in the second quarter. Obviously, that needs to change. Gasol's in the post. Pirtle's there. And Pirtle sends it back. And Gasol now top of the key. And again, it's Vancouver missing.
I know it's about defending the post and the three-point line these days, but still got to be active in the mid-range area, and the defense gets away with one there.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And, you know, you see it every day, but it still doesn't make it any less impressive. The amount of skill that Steph Curry has on the floor, the shooting, the passing, the agility, he has it all.
You could argue Curry is one of the most skilled players of all time.
The shooting alone puts him in the conversation, and very few can match up to just that. Guys like LeBron and Wilt dominate with their size and athleticism, but Curry is an all-time great because of his once-in-a-lifetime skill.
P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Vancouver. Well, it was Vancouver winning their last game against the Thunder.
Yeah, and in that one, they were aggressive, but also efficient. The exact balance you're looking to achieve.
Well, easy to be efficient, Greg, on nights like that when everybody has things going. Let's see if they're still in the rhythm tonight.
Here's Middleton after Vancouver picking up a basket just moments ago. Jacks up a 3, sinks the three-pointer. Middleton's got 6.
Yeah, he couldn't connect on anything from outside in the first quarter, but now he's hit 2 threes in the second quarter, and he looks much better.
Now here's Curry. He's got 17. Pass to Pirtle. That's tipped, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Gasol. Vancouver making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Here's Curry. He's an offensive force, averaging nearly 26 points a game. Beal from long range. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Passes it to Griffin. He tries for 3. Vancouver pulls it in.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started.
And Brett, with the corner 3 being such a popular shot, should we consider widening the court, making it all feel the same?
That's an interesting question, Kevin. There's been some talk around the idea of actually dissipating that three-point line into the sideline.
Yes.
And I really just wanted to say dissipating, by the way.
Well, and you said it well.
The other thing, Kevin, that has been considered, what if we went back to skinnying up the lane line, back to the original George Mikan days of the lane being 6 feet wide, rather than what we see today at 12 feet. That would put a ton more value on post-up and two-point play, almost so much as the three-point shot and the two-point shot in the post equate to the same amount of points per possession.
Yeah. Now here's Thompson. A good portion of the scoring has come from him. He averages more than 18 points a game.
Somewhat remote odds of Klay Thompson missing on that kind of attempt. Just chalk it up.
Here's Curry, trailing by 2. And again, it's Vancouver missing. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for Vancouver. They've led by as much as 10. And that one's good. Morant.
Even though he's smaller, Morant does not lack assertiveness, which comes in handy down low.
Now here's Beal. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Curry outside. The shot, no good. So Vancouver will take it the other way. Middleton the pass to Griffin. And finished off by Griffin.
Wow, what a moment right there. Griffin putting on a show. He is just an awesome dunker.
And Leonard gets it to go.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Now here's Morant, guarded by Curry. Left side, Griffin. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And Griffin not backing down on the inside. He's welcoming that physical play, especially when he's shooting.
He's made 3 of his 4 free throw attempts in the game.
And he's kept his percentage at a decent level, right around 74.
He misses the free throw. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marc Gasol. And he sinks the second. Vancouver trails by 5. Here's Curry. He's got 17. Out left to the wing. Here's Tucker. Good, and Curry gets the assist. Curry's got his 6th assist on the night.
And doing a much better job from three-point range than they were in the first. It's going to help them chip away at that lead.
Now here's Cauley Stein. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Basket, good.
They are just killing them on the interior.
For Vancouver, they've gone 7 of 11 from the field in the second quarter. The feed to Beal. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
And the floor vision from Curry right there, setting up his teammates, sharing the ball.
Well, it was Vancouver winning their last game against Dallas. Middleton right side. Kicks it to Thompson. Pass to Cauley Stein. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Leonard on the wing. Fires for 3. And again, it's Vancouver with a 3.
And started hot, and he's only gotten hotter.
For Vancouver, they've gone 6 of 14 shooting here in the second. Thompson passes to Griffin. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
You can see that combination of size and skill. And Blake Griffin right now on a roll.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
And you look at the development of how Klay has attacked the rim over his career. What was once a weak spot for him has now become a strength as his finishing improves every year.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Vancouver.
And a moment now to check out the numbers for Middleton. He's putting up about 16 points a game, 5 assists, and 4 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up, fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And finished off by Leonard.
And don't give a cerebral player like Leonard that kind of opening. He'll read that gap.
You know what, Greg, you're right thinking back to Thompson. He had his early struggles at the rim.
And that's a distant memory for Klay now. I mean, he's dunking more often and with more force when he goes at the rim. It has made him an even more complete shooting guard.
Wasted no time on that one. Beal's got the lead up to 3 now for Vancouver.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Cauley Stein kicks to Middleton. Back to Cauley Stein. Thompson outside. That 3 off the mark.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
They double-team Curry. And there's the call on Andre Drummond. That's his first foul. Here's Leonard.
More experience means you have a better understanding of who you're defending. And Cauley-Stein uses his length to bother the shooter that time.
You talk about solid role players, Brent. Mason Plumlee fits the bill.
Does such a great job consistently of coming in, being a physical player, setting screens and rolling. Probably an underrated part of his game is the way that he passes the ball, but never is going to get your team out of sorts with the way that Mason can play within his role.
Shooting two.
And that one misses. Green, he's checked in for Vancouver. So he comes up empty at the line.
Yeah, nice job of drawing the contact and creating opportunities at the line.
And it's Drummond missing.
Yeah, and that was lining up to be a huge alley-oop, but they just couldn't quite connect.
Yeah, you can see when it's that close, players reacting. Just, oh, man, we just missed that one. Maybe they'll get another chance at it.
Vancouver trails by 3. And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here. And taking a broader look here at the year-over-year scoring trend for Middleton.
And looking at his offensive numbers from the past few years, it seems like teams around the league have kind of figured him out. He's having to work a lot harder for his points, and they haven't been coming nearly as easily as they used to.
Well, looking to shoot immediately off the pass, and I don't think he even felt the leather that time.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game. And Vancouver with some changes. Anthony comes in for Chris Middleton. And Tim Hardaway Jr. subbed in for Thompson. On defense, Vancouver. On the wing, Green. Guarded by Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Lets it fly. And again, it's Vancouver missing. One item that stood out, their ball movement.
Things are definitely clicking, and more importantly, it makes it really hard to defend.
There's no stopping Melo there. Too strong for any kind of defense. It's going to take a bit more than that.
Green finds Beal. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Beal's got 9.
Yeah, that first quarter was a bit shaky. Good to see a player who doesn't let a slow start get to him.
Here's Morant. That's in. That's his 5th field goal. He's shooting a hot 71%. 5 for 7. Beal with it. He's picked up by Morant. The pass to Leonard. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. And Vancouver with some changes. Robert Williams comes in for P.J. Tucker. And Curry subbed in for Danny Green. And Vancouver also making a switch. Ricky Rubio checked in for Morant. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. Now Rubio. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Here's Cauley-Stein. Williams with the block. And so it looks like Vancouver will retain possession here. Pirtle, he's checked in for Plumlee. On defense, Vancouver trailing by 2. And Rubio kicks to Drummond. 4 on the clock. Hardaway from outside controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Rubio against Curry. And the rejection by Cauley Stein. Rubio against Curry. Rubio dishes to Cauley Stein. Back to Rubio. Lets it go from deep. Drops in the tray. Now it's a 7-point Vancouver lead.
Just feel like Willie Cauley-Stein getting more comfortable the more time he's gotten in his young career and showing signs of being a passer.
And again, it's Vancouver missing.
Is it getting cold in here, Kevin? This is a tough one. Crucial that he starts to work a little harder for a higher percentage shot.
Oh, a nice defensive play to disrupt the alley-oop. Here's Curry. And too long on the shot.
He needs to try to get another basket this quarter because clearly his jumper is not going down right now.
Hardaway passes to Rubio. A floater. Williams with the block. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Beal gets a wide open look. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists in the game.
What awareness there from Kawhi, waiting for his teammate to break free and then finds him.
Outside Anthony. Takes a 3, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in.
And a good example of why Leonard perpetually makes the all-defense.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
It is a good game we have here after one half of play. Everybody, welcome back for our halftime show. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, and some incredible work in this one by Blake Griffin. He had 16 points, 4 rebounds, and 1 steal. In their previous game, he had a performance he said he wanted to put behind him quickly, and so far he's doing just that. And that'll do it for us. The third quarter about to...
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Kawhi Leonard really has his fingerprints all over this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And Vancouver, look at who they've got. They've got Chris Middleton. Morant is out there with Thompson. Then there's Andre Drummond, and it's Cauley Stein in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Nice shot by Thompson.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Curry way outside. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Here's Thompson. Rebounded by Tucker.
Well, his shooting has been a little bit below par. You think about what this lead would look like if he was on.
And the whistle blows as the basket counts, and a 3-point play chance right here. One free throw coming up. Vancouver shooting their 7th free throw attempt here. The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard.
You think about how quickly it was that Kawhi Leonard just rocketed into superstardom. And as a leader of a very proud franchise, if you're a coach, he's everything you'd maybe want in a player.
Now here's Morant. Here's Thompson. And it's Thompson again missing.
Well, he's a guy that count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
Curry dishes to Beal. Back to Curry. The 3. Vancouver pulls it in. Cauley Stein's got 11 rebounds in the game. Lobbed up there for Drummond, and Drummond throws it down. And he's now got the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
And when he gets himself into the right position, Drummond so powerful in terms of finishing at the rim. The only way to prevent that alley-oop is to keep him from getting to the launching pad in the first place.
Now here's Beal. He's got 11. Just 5 on the clock. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That one on Thompson. For Vancouver, they have shot 3 of 7 at the foul line.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Vancouver leading by 5. To the middle. Trying to break that ice-cold streak. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Klay Thompson is tall for a guard, so you want to utilize any advantage you have. That time height came into play.
For Vancouver, they have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far.
And I think this is a strength of this team. Solid numbers at the line across the board, 77% collectively.
Vancouver making a switch here. Gasol's checked in.
When you think about some of the great streak shooters in the history of the game, you know, Klay Thompson put up 37 points in 1 quarter. Let's go streaky.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Bradley Beal picks one up.
Early on, Klay Thompson did not like to do this, but as he's gained experience, the contact does not bother him.
And he can't hit the second.
And really, as solid as he's been at the line, I had already chalked those points up. Goes to show you, though, don't take anything for granted.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Morant with the steal. He gets it in there. Morant's got 13.
I just think that's trouble. You're gonna let that guy shoot layups. You're asking for it.
And here's Tucker. He averages about 5 points a game. Pass to Beal. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in.
And Drummond throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Well, you look at the former All-Star Andre Drummond and the way he rebounds, Greg. He might be the best in the league in that department.
I mean, few players in the history of the league can go off for 20-plus rebounds on any given night. Drummond's one of them. Attacks the glass on the offensive end so well. His offensive rebounding, for me, sets him apart.
Blake Griffin, he's checked in for Andre Drummond. Here's Curry. Softly drops in the floater. Curry's got 19 points.
Those floaters, boy, they really demoralize the defense. Here's the thing. Steph knows it.
Beal against Thompson. Shoots over Beal, and there's Vancouver with another bucket.
I mean, he is tearing the defense apart, and let's face it, they have not brought their A game on that side of the ball.
And Plumlee kicks to Leonard. Six to shoot. Offensive rebound. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Let's go to the 2K leaderboard to see which players have had the most success from the stripe this month. Klay Thompson is second. Third is Tim Hardaway Jr.
They have both been unconscious from the free throw line. I mean, you could put a blindfold on them, and it wouldn't matter.
That free throw, no good. Good on the second free throw. Vancouver leading by 7. Passes to Gasol. He dishes it to Thompson. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 15 points for Klay Thompson.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Plumlee with it. A look at his stats. He averages a bit over 8 points a game.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
For Vancouver, they have made 8 of their 12 free throws in this game. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Vancouver. A 12-point game. Here's Curry. Drops in the layup for 2. Curry's got 21 in the game.
Steph with the initiative here, taking charge, and tonight making a ton of things happen.
Now here's Morant. 13 points in the game. Trying to find Thompson. He gets it to him. Shoots over Beal. And there's Thompson. That's good on the assist by Morant.
Just how awesome is it to watch the best of the best start to dominate in a game?
Beal taking his time here. Outside Curry. Here's Plumlee. Clock at 6. Outside Beal. Over Thompson. Good D by Thompson. Vancouver leading by 12. Here's Morant. He's certainly been a consistent piece of their offense, averaging about 14.5 points a game.
And this kid, Ja Morant, came out of nowhere, under-recruited in high school, showed some promise in that first year college, but boy, did he blow up.
Williams, he's checked in for Plumlee. Good on both. And Morant really impacts the game in every area.
It's incredible, Kevin. He gives you the points, the assists, the rebounds. But then you look at the box score, and you also see a block, a couple steals. And I like that he shoots a high percentage at the line.
Now a timeout called by Vancouver.
And they're allowing too many points in the paint. Coach is going to let them hear about it.
Yeah, coach knows that. They know that. In the timeout, they're going to hear about it, make the adjustment.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Stephen Curry. Averaging around 26 points per, 6 assists, and 6 rebounds. And guys, he can just explode for points anytime he steps on the court.
Well, he looks to score, and he looks to score often.
And Vancouver with the possession here. They trail by 14. Launches a 3. And Chris Middleton pulls it down. Middleton's got 4 rebounds in this game.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Feeds it to Tucker. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got 4 assists now tonight. Vancouver leading by 12. Here's Morant. Vancouver pulls it in. Williams has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Beal up top. He's covered by Thompson. Curry on the wing. They double-team Curry. He feeds it to Tucker. Good work there as it goes. Tucker's got 7 points in the game.
Catching the lead pass at full speed, terrific anticipation. And the delivery, Kevin, on time, on target.
Pass to Thompson. Vancouver pulls it in.
And the pressure he put on that shot forced the miscue.
Those are all the little things about effort there. He just gets out there and contests, and that's just enough. Now, he's not the reason that they're trailing in this one. He's been on his game. It's a few of the other guys that need to pick it up.
Oh, wide open look for Gasol. And again, it's Vancouver missing. Vancouver trails by 8. Now Leonard. He's got 24. They double team Curry. It's tipped. And he finishes nicely on the layup. 9 points in the game so far.
The adjustments they've made offensively, they're putting guys in a position now to succeed.
The possession's just way more efficient, I think, here tonight. Taking smarter, better shots, moving the ball around. That's helped them to get back in the ball game.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force them to the line.
Shooting 2.
And he makes the first.
I felt like he was a little hesitant in the first half, but really he's amping himself up here and battering around to get himself to the free throw line.
Here's what Vancouver's going with right now. Anthony's checked in for Gasol. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Chris Middleton. And Ricky Rubio is subbed in for Morant.
Well, the scoring's the fun part, but I like to watch Steph Curry and his ball handling magistry. We need to talk more about the way he makes his teammates better.
Now, here's Rubio. Thompson. That's good. It's Rubio with the assist. Thompson's got 21.
Yeah, that play never gets old, Kevin. The pick and roll will still be an offensive staple 100 years from now. Trust me.
In transition, here comes Vancouver. Vancouver pulls it in.
You know what? Just a little fancy on that possession there. Just go up in rhythm.
Here's Leonard. And the rebound goes to Griffin. Griffin's got 5 rebounds tonight. Here's Anthony. No good there. Great D that time from Leonard. Puts one up from 19. And the shot is good. The Vancouver lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Tucker. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. And as the coaches go to the clipboard to outline their strategy during the timeout, the players getting a chance to rehydrate with some Gatorade. That's key to staying fresh all the way to the final whistle.
And Kevin, it really is. And every one of these players knows it. They're all making sure to stay hydrated. It's impossible to play your A game if you're not getting enough to drink, especially towards the end of games when the physical toll of a long contest really starts to add up.
Willie Cauley-Stein, he's checked in for Vancouver. And Vancouver with the possession here. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now the pass to Griffin. Over Williams. Back to Rubio. Shot clock at 6. Dishes to Cauley-Stein. Shoots over Curry. And it's off the back rim. No good. Here's Vancouver with the ball. They're on a 12-4 run right now. Here's Leonard. And that one is good. And now it's just a 4-point Vancouver lead.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
High post try, and the basket by Rubio. Rubio's got 5 now.
Mid-range, plenty of room for that release. He's going to take those all day long.
Curry passes to Beal. Outside Leonard. Pass to Curry. Lets the 3 fly. Drills the 3-pointer. Curry's got 24 points.
Is it possible his sweet touch is getting sweeter, guys?
Outside Hardaway. We've got 1:28 left here in the third quarter. And it's Rubio penetrating. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Vancouver trails by 3. They double team Curry. Outside Beal. Curry against Anthony. Outside Williams. For the tie. And no good that time. So Vancouver will take it the other way. Griffin dishes to Rubio. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Griffin's shot is off. And so it's Beal. He'll bring it up for Vancouver. It's a three-point game. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game will conclude a three-game homestand.
With those long arms and with the high release point, Leonard is practically daring you to foul him.
3 trips to the line so far for him in this one. The first free throw is good. Vancouver making a switch here. Plumlee's checked in. Vancouver also changing it up. Andre Drummond's checked in for Griffin. Chris Middleton comes in for Carmelo Anthony. And it's Morant in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard.
At this point, you might as well go ahead and chalk up the points when he's at the free throw line. Pretty much automatic.
Down low, here's Morant. No good on the shot, a bit long that time. Here's Vancouver with the ball. They're on a 19-6 run. And Leonard gets it to go.
Steady strides in Kawhi Leonard being more and more comfortable as the go-to scorer for this team.
Rubio looking around. He kicks to Middleton. Launches it. Good on the triple. Middleton's got 11 points. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Klay Thompson has been leading the charge for Vancouver. It's been an excellent game for him offensively. He's got 21 points and counting. And we'll be back with you shortly. And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. Kawhi Leonard is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then it's Plumlee. Then it's Curry. And it's Beal in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, for people who question some toughness and determination, Plumlee showing off that he can finish through contact and growing in both of those areas.
Here's Morant. Got it. Number 7 on the night. 7 for 11 from the floor.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, whether it's teammates or the coaching staff, hopefully a combination of both. But when it gets close, he's getting the ball.
Vancouver shooting at 50% in a decent groove. And here is Drummond. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Selected 9th overall in the 2012 draft, Drummond's carved out a nice NBA career for himself.
Shooting 2. That free throw, no good. And he's good on the second.
They come away with the lead, but I'm sure he's kicking himself over that last miss.
Passes it to Leonard. Inside. And Tucker kicks to Plumlee. Shot clock at 3. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
Not the classic jump shooter. Plumlee has cleaned up some mechanics, and he showed it there.
Now here's Morant. Guarded closer. And Drummond throws it down. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Curry. Sweet little floater. Curry's got 28.
Yeah, this is demoralizing, I think, for a defense. You want Steph to score on the interior, but that's too easy.
Cauley-Stein kicks to Middleton. Pass to Morant. Over Plumlee. And there's Vancouver with another bucket.
What a performance on the offensive end. He's making the defenders pay right now for all of the mistakes they're making.
Floats one up. And again, another assist.
That makes 15 assists.
He's been one step ahead of the defense all game long. For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Tipped away. Beal with the steal. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Andre Drummond picks one up. Free throw good, Beal. And good on the second, so he makes them both. Vancouver trails by 3. Morant with it. Thompson outside. Puts up a 3. Kawhi Leonard comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, the three-pointer has not been his weapon in this one. He had 1 in the first quarter and still 0 here in the second.
And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And Vancouver with the possession here. Curry looking it over. Here's Tucker. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, he seems to be in the right place at the right time more often than anybody that's on the court here tonight. We see that pay off.
Morant passes to Cauley-Stein. Down low. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And purely from a physical standpoint, John Morant has it all. The height, the long arms, the frame to put on more weight. And few players are more explosive athletically.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
That's good from Morant. And with Morant, you not only get the physical attributes, Greg, you get the mental toughness and awareness.
Yeah, this kid loves to compete. The bigger the game, the bigger he plays. I think we're looking at a potential all-NBA performer when it's all said and done.
And so he makes both from the line.
And the work ethic that Morant has sets him up nicely. Make no mistake, this guy wants to be an all-time great.
Now here's Beal. Outside Curry. Here's the 3. Vancouver pulls it in. Cauley-Stein's got 12 rebounds here tonight. Big time effort. Morant with it, and Curry picks him up defensively. Shot's good by Middleton.
Sometimes you just wonder, how did Morant see that guy? The vision is special.
Plumlee finds Curry. An absolute bomb from three-point range. Curry's got 14 points now in the second half. Middleton outside. Thompson against Curry. Thompson outside, and the pass to Drummond. Clock at 6. Kicks it down to Middleton. Drummond trying to get himself free. Up again, and Drummond is right there.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
Oh, Beal in position. And stolen by Drummond. Now here's Morant, guarded by Curry. Thompson misses.
How about the timing he shows there to challenge that shot?
Yeah, not easy to do there, and that's a guy that you can tell takes every possession defensively very seriously.
And Vancouver with the possession here. The lead is 2. And for Steph Curry, certainly one of the best to ever play. Iguodala said last season, Brent, that he's already the second best point guard to ever play in pro basketball.
Well, high praise from Andre Iguodala, and why wouldn't you talk about Steph that way? You tally up MVPs and titles and his impact on the game and what he's done to change the way the game is played. The case for Steph Curry to be the top point guard ever is getting stronger and stronger every season. The guy that he's going to have to knock off the top of that shelf, I think, for most everybody who's been basketball fans for a long time, is one Magic Johnson.
And he makes the first, but misses the second.
Just a big defensive mistake there. I mean, it's like 3 points. You want to harass Steph. When he goes to the free throw line, we know it's pretty much automatic. Always one of the league's best free throw shooters.
And it's Morant missing. Vancouver leading by 3. Here's Beal. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Beal's got 6 points in the quarter.
And this is why coaches talk about playing with pace. The scoreboard tells it all.
Kind of get a team defensively on their heels, and if you can keep pushing and keep attacking, they'd never find some kind of defensive balance to help slow you down.
And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Vancouver. Outside Curry. Lets it go with the 3. Vancouver pulls it in.
I think if I was coaching these guys right now, especially him, I'd tell him, you take one more three-point shot, and we're going to have some conversations here side by side.
And he shows us all what the breakaway rim was invented for.
Can you believe he almost brought the whole thing down by hanging on that long? Middleton with it. Leonard picks him up. Here's Cauley Stein, and Cauley Stein throws it down.
Middleton right now staying aware of where his teammates are and hitting them when they're open.
For Vancouver, they've gone 8 of 13 from the field since the start of the 4th, sinking the majority of their shots. Curry passes to Leonard, and it's sent back by Drummond. Got a piece of it. Beal with the steal. Outside Curry. They double-team Curry. Great communication on the alley-oop. And Vancouver leads by 1.
Having worked on his offensive game for the past couple years, Plumlee's still a little limited, but looking more polished on that play.
Here's Middleton. Vancouver pulls it in. Plumlee's got 11 rebounds in the game. Here's Leonard. Great D that time from Middleton. Vancouver shooting 57% in this 4th quarter. Thompson outside. And it's sent back by Plumlee. They recover it. And that one's good. Drummond. Vancouver shooting one of the high points for them in this game at 54%. Here's Curry. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist. Beal's got his 7th assist in the game.
Defense shaking their heads. No idea how to stop him in this quarter. He's got him on the ropes.
Here's Cauley Stein. Kicks to Morant. Back to Cauley Stein. 5 to shoot. Plumlee with some nice D. Vancouver shooting in the 4th has been tremendous, 59%. They get it again. Pass to Beal. There's the triple. Doesn't get it to drop for him. So Vancouver will take it the other way. Here's Thompson. From down in the low post, it goes. Thompson's got 16 here in the second half.
Klay Thompson, no stranger to these situations, always willing to fire in the big moments.
Beal finds Curry. Cauley Stein grabs the board. Cauley Stein's got rebound number 15 here tonight. Now here's Morant. Not a lot of room.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Vancouver trails by 3. Now Curry with the teardrop. And here's Thompson. Middleton dishes to Morant. Vancouver working the ball around now. Beal against Thompson. Here's Morant. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
A nice shot by Tucker.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Thompson against Curry. To the paint. Plumlee with the steal. Curry with a wide-open look. Gets a very good look and converts. Curry's got 36.
And I just love the calm confidence that Steph has in these kind of moments. Give the ball to him, he'll do it to you every time. You know, altered shots don't show up on the official stat sheet, but as we saw there, he does a great job of doing that as well as collecting the rebound.
Here's Morant. Now the feed to Cauley Stein. No stopping him there. Jams it in as he's fouled. Chance now for a three-point play. It's going to be on Mason Plumlee.
What's up?
Great job to get the bucket and to get to the line. When the game's on the line, you want your guys attacking like he did there.
1:09 left here in the fourth quarter. Outside Curry. Off target with his 3. Vancouver shooting 55% in the fourth. They are executing late. Middleton the pass to Cauley Stein.
Count it! Oh, the nerves on this guy.
Not backing down from this moment here. When the game is close, he kicks it up a notch.
Free throw, no good.
Some potential still left in the tank here for Cauley Stein, who is seeming to gain more and more confidence and knowledge about how to go about his business over the course of an 82-game season. And as a defender, you are left somewhat helpless to stop that. Leonard with too many moves in his arsenal and a flood of ice water in his veins.
So Mike Budenholzer decides to take a timeout here. chance now to recognize our Jordan Player of the Game, Andre Drummond.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
He gets a chance now to catch up with the fourth member of our crew, Hall of Famer David Aldridge.
Hey, guys. Well, Mike Budenholzer had some advice for the team during the timeout. He knows this has been a hard-fought game, and he wanted his guys to just sit down and catch their breath. He said, look, we're right in the game, guys. Let's make a little push here. Let's come out with some bite. Kevin?
Pass to Kerr. From deep. Cauley Stein grabs the board. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for Vancouver. They've led by as many as 14 points. Now here's Morant, guarded by Kerr. Thompson against Beal. Just 4 to shoot. Thompson passes to Drummond. Great D that time from Beal. Now a timeout called by Vancouver. They're down by 2. Just 2 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Guys, your thoughts?
And with a couple seconds still on the clock, I try to get the ball in as close to the basket as possible. That way, if you miss a quick one, you may have time for a putback to tie it at the buzzer.
From deep three-point range, the all-or-nothing shot, no good. So it's Vancouver picking up the win. They break the hearts of every fan in the building with a dramatic late victory.
And Kevin, this is the kind of win you have to take a ton of pride in. I mean, they battled with everything they had and came through when the pressure was at its highest.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks very much, Carmelo. The team has had a nice run of late here. What do you think's been the difference?
More confident than we have in the past. Just taking it one day at a time. Something to click. We're doing our job right now. We're trusting one another. We're believing in one another on both ends of the court. So it's working.
Chemistry's really showing up nicely now, Melo. Thanks again. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Brent Berry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan along with our 2K Sports crew. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.